Hi, I'm Mary with Mango Math, and this is a fifth grade game called Divisors Matter, and it's all about the division of fractions. Within this game, we were wanting students to understand that if you're dividing fractions by a whole number, it has a different result than if you are dividing whole numbers by fractional amounts. So, for example, there's on the game board here, you'll see that a dividend, if it's a fractional amount, divided by the divisor, which is a whole number, your quotient will be a fractional amount. If you're most often, if your dividend is a whole number and you're dividing it by your divisor, which is a fraction, your quotient will be a whole number. So this doesn't apply to all fractions, just fractions that are not improper. So we are having students practice this game by determining if they're going to have a divisor that's a whole number or a fraction. Now, in the directions, it's going to show you visually exactly what's happening when you are dividing by dividing either by a fraction by a whole number or a whole number by a fraction. Students will have two dice, a numbered dice and a fraction dice, which they will roll, and they will start with the colored pawn, the first one out. Now, if they choose to put the dividend as a whole number divided by the fraction, so let's say your dividend is the whole number divided by the fraction, which is 1/6. The result of that, as it's shown here, will be a whole number. Now, if that's the whole number, means you're going to be moving your pawn forward the amount to that answer. And this game is played almost like the game Sorry. So if you've known how to play Sorry, this is how that game is set up. Now, if the player decides to do the reverse of this and have it a fraction as your dividend divided by your whole number, then your result, as you can see here, your dividend is a fraction, divisor is a whole number, your quotient is going to be a fractional amount. Now, if your quotient is a fractional amount, you're going to be moving backwards that amount. So the goal of the game is to get your pawn all the way around the board and into your home spot. And you have to get two pawns all the way around the board to the home spot. Now, if it happens that you can go backwards, you can get an advantage of trying to get into home. So there's some strategy in this on where you want, which one you want to place first, if you want to have your fraction as your divisor or your whole number as your divisor. So there's a lot of strategy in the game. It gets kids practicing their division of fractions, and hopefully they enjoy it and are really have a good time practicing their division of fractions. Enjoy.